Hey guys, you're back with Demunseed, back out here on the YouTube network. Just found this out from a friend of mine, Bobby Catalyst out there. And if you are an iPhone user, you now have the ability to record screen. So even if you're not using the Lychee app, you can record the screen, all of your HUD, your data, your altitude, everything on the screen, and store that into your photos album, transfer it over to your computer, edit it, do whatever you want with it, or you can edit it right on your iPhone. So I'm going to show you how to do that with the Mavic. Now, on my previous video, I showed you the DJI goggles. You know, they're the freaking badass goggles out there on the market. But what I didn't know that I've been experimenting with, you don't really need to spend $350 to do head tracking. All you need is an inexpensive pair of VR goggles. These are the Parrot Disco goggles. They're really, really easy to use. I'm sure you can order them directly from Parrot, just the goggles without the whole kit. I like them because of the lenses that are in here. You know, I wear reading glasses sometimes, and when I put my reading glasses on and look in the DJI goggles, everything's a little bit blurry still. Number one, let's get into screen recording. All right, if you're on an iPhone, here's what you do. You go into your settings, okay? So we go into settings. Scroll down to Control Center. Now remember, the Control Center on your iPhone is when you swipe up. When you swipe up, you'll see that. And that's all of your little instant menus when you swipe up. You can add anything to this, like alarm clock or calendar or camera or whatever. You could also add screen record, and you can record just the screen itself, anything that's on it, or you can record the audio with it. We go into Control Center in your settings. Once you're in Control Center, you enable it, and then you tap on Customize Controls. Once you've tapped on that, go all the way to the bottom. You want to add screen record. You can try it when you swipe up on your phone. You're going to get your Control Center, and you'll see a little round dot right there. Now, if that little round dot is white with a bullet in the middle, then it's ready to go. If it's gray, it's not going to work on you. Here's what you do to fix it. You go back to your settings, go to General, and under General, you'll see Restrictions. Click on Restrictions, and then you're gonna type in your PIN number for your phone. All right, so I'm not gonna show you mine. All right, then after you've tapped on your PIN number, it'll open up the restrictions. In the restrictions, you'll see the apps that you have turned on, allowing things to happen. All the way at the bottom, it says Game Center. And at the bottom of that list, I have screen recording. Just turn that on. Once you've turned that on, you've enabled screen recording. So now we get out of settings, okay? And then if we swipe up on the phone, you'll see screen recording. If you tap once on it, then it counts down 3, 2, 1, and it's recording the screen, but it's not recording the audio. Right now, it's just recording what you see here. To record screen and record audio, the window pops up and it says screen recording and audio recording. So we're going to start screen recording and start audio recording. It'll count down 3, 2, 1, and you're recording the screen as long as that red button is flashing. So when you're ready to stop recording, either go back into Control Center and tap that button, or you can just hold down your home button and it'll stop recording that way too. So here's what I'm going to try. We're going to get out of there now because we are right now recording screen, and I'm going to go into drones, and I'm going to go into the Lychee app. Now remember, we are recording screen as we speak. So now I'm going to take my phone and I'm going to plug it into my Parrot VR goggles. So like I said, it's just a cheap pair of goggles, but it gives you screen, gives you all the features that DJI Go 4 does without all the privacy hack. So now we are in the Lychee app, and we have camera, and we're going to switch over here on the top left hand side. You can see the VR goggles mode. So now I'm in the Litchi app. We're still screen recording. We're still recording audio. And once I'm in Litchi and I have a camera shot, you're going to tap on the VR mode. And so we tap that icon. Now we have a split screen. So you can see the split screen right there. So we slide them into the Parrot goggles. Make sure you have GPS. Make sure you've marked your home point. We are screen recording. We're audio recording. Let's see how this turns out. Here's the video. Let me move the damn drone away from me so I don't chop my freaking fingers off. Oh, and by the way, the other thing I didn't tell you about is you can do head tracking. So in the Litchi app, you can tap on just regular FPV. When you tilt your head up and down, the camera is going to tilt up and down. But if you go into the settings after you take off, then switch over to immersive. If you switch to immersive, now you're the pilot. If you turn your head, the drone is going to fly in that direction. If you tilt your head, the camera is going to look down. So it's a complete hands-on pilot experience. But now, drone started up and let's take off. All right, let's get up and out of here. Looking back up and we're down the road here. Now remember, if I want to fly around, just make sure you're high enough off the ground. Once you're high enough off the ground, you can see I'm screen recording, so I'm 111 feet. Now, there's probably no trees that are 111 feet tall, but if I look over there, it goes uphill. So always make sure you're plenty of distance, plenty of altitude off the ground before you start playing around with VR and all that sort of thing, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. So I'm pretty safe right here. So we'll leave it at 208 feet. And while you're flying, you can look around. So looking down here, looking back up. And I do have obstacle avoidance on just in case. Welcome to beautiful Colfax. Let's go over, let's switch into sport mode. So going up to sport mode, I want to show you guys something. We're going to go over here to the Interstate 80 on-ramp. There's Starbucks down there, right there, and right there, you see that on-ramp right there? And we planted that entire area right there. So that entire on-ramp has yellow daffodils all over it. We had a whole team of volunteers that helped plant them. And Caltrans, our utility, they actually closed down the slow lane for us to get this done with. All right, we're on our final approach here, and we're still in sport mode. We're dropping altitude and getting a little bit of flare there. So all right, you guys, that's gonna do it for this week's Demunseed. Keep an eye out for the Power Vision Power Eye, because we're gonna do a complete on that. And we've also got Gear Best and the AR fixed wing Delta drone. So we got to get that out there too. So heading in here, you guys have a great evening. Do not forget to kiss that flabby ass wife of yours. And as always, make it a wet one. See you later. Bye.